A play fake. Now Young. Looking left side. It's complete. He's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up at 22. A big hitter to start the drive. Has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Miles Sanders first carry of the game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Another run here with Sanders. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
3rd down, Young from the gun. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and then some. Touchdown, Carolina. Adam Thielen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro down for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return is Jones from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 22. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
1st down, here's Ritter. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver. These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So a win here in Charlotte would give them the season sweep. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw, Ritter. Able to find Dowell. Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Falcons respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Second down, back to Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers at 2-7 now in the year. And whatever promise they had to start the season fully evaporated now as they come in losers of 6 straight.
Well, you know what they often say, winning breeds winning, but unfortunately, the flip side of that can be true as well, because this is a club in desperate need of a spark out of somewhere. A big play on offense, turnover, takeaway on defense, something to get them pointed in the right direction. They need it quickly.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Young off the play fake. This to the former Falcon, Hayden Hurst. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now Young. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football, because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Coup for the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago and threw the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through the completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. This is taken at the 15. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Ritter. And complete to Drake London. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch here for London, and also a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 2nd down, Ritter. This pass is caught by London. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London, 53 yards. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers 7. Younghoe Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And these guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start driving from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Inside the 35. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Here's Young from the shotgun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they're really incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young to throw again on 2nd and 10. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. There he goes left side. takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. This defense, 3 interceptions now, and Charles, obviously that one for the pick 6. That gives them a 3-possession lead, and they are really in the driver's seat.
Makes you imagine what that lead could become with another half of football left to play, because the way they're getting after it, partner, 30 points, 40 points, even 50 points, that type of a lead, not out of the question, and neither is another pick 6.
Coup now for the point after. Well, this will frustrate a coach right here. The flag is out before they get off the extra point, and this is going to be a delay of game. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Next to score, Falcons 28, Panthers 7.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. There you go.
Young Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp, and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Ready?
1st and 10, Young. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards for number 1. Back-to-back good plays. Had the ball on the move on 1st down. Throwing, Young. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. To the air once more, Young. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Again, it's Young. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Coup for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they get the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Ready?
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Room here to run. And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. He'll get this up to about the 44.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season. You could almost see his eyes light up defensively. I mean, as a linebacker, that's about as quick as you can get to a quarterback.
So what did your 3rd grade teacher teach you about straight lines, right? As soon as you have those, you take full advantage of them. He found a gap in the offensive line, got to the quarterback, and put him on the deck.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And they run with Jacobs on first down, and he'll take this forward for about 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5.
Red, yellow. Ready?
Ritter to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. And that flag accepted. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Ritter back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. On play action, here's Ritter. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. That will throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Executed 22-yard gain. The margin on that scoreboard, obviously for them it looks daunting. I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
Ready.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he will maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And that's also all for this third quarter of play. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Jacobs going to try the middle. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 63 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Check pink. Set.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs, and not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Set.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 27. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
You got it.
Going our way, baby.
Got it.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start.
Ready.
Ritter. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Let's go.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. It does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Young. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. David Onyemata coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Young will set to throw. Steps away to his left. Oh, Young loses it. And the Falcons grab it. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second down, Jacobs once more. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Here we go.
2nd and 6.
Ready?
Counter play with Jacobs. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Here we go.
3rd and 3.
60 minutes. Check, man. Check, huh?
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
Jacobs will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Josh Jacobs, the ball carrier. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Let that happen.
Now Young-Wei Koo for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Falcons 52, Panthers 7. Young-Wei Koo to kick off for Atlanta.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled. And Young's throw there incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On play action, Young. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Falcons, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Listen, the past bananas, but I haven't seen it. You thought it was over. You bragging ignorance, you lack the vision. I'm sacrilegious.